In this lecture, we'll be learning about different game templates for Unreal Engine 5. So for creating your project with the help of the game template, first we need to launch the Unreal Engine itself. So just press launch. It will open the Unreal Engine project browser. You will have this new window, the Unreal Engine project browser, and inside the recent projects, you will have all the projects that you have worked upon. But for the templates, we'll choose the game section for the game templates. To start, we'll go to the third person template. We'll keep the default settings, which is we'll select the blueprint and keep the starter content. Let us rename this project and we'll rename this as templates. And just press create and it will create the project having this template. When you open the project, you will have something similar to this. This is the third person template map. When you go over here inside the outliner, you will see we have multiple components. If I just scroll down inside this lighting folder, we have some of the components that we are familiar to. Suppose this direction light, which is the sunlight. We have this inside our scene. Then also we have this exponential height fog, which is creating the depth or the height depth between the ground and the atmosphere. Also, we have the sky atmosphere. Going with the sky atmosphere, we have the sky light. Then we have the volumetric clouds as well. Now, also we have this player start. If we just double press it. So this player start represents when I press play, the player will be spawned over here. So the game will start from this position. This is what the player start means. Let us have a look at what this template consists of. If I go here inside the content drawer, inside this content folder, we have multiple subfolders. Firstly, we have this characters folder, which consists of the meshes of the character. Then we have the level prototyping folder, which consists of all the information about this level. For example, the textures and the meshes and the materials used in this level. Then we have the starter content, and the third person folder consists of some blueprints which will control how this level works. And we have this maps folder, which is this map that we are accessing it right now. Let's have a look at this level. So firstly, you will see this whole level consists of this small part, which is inside these boundaries. So these boundaries are made up of 4 different rectangles, and we have this ground plane, which we can move it. Then we have this little text over here. Then inside this, we have multiple components. So if I just go over here, so we have this block 1 folder. So the use of this folder is for organizing our outliner. Suppose I hide this folder, so everything inside this folder will also get hidden. Something like this. But this hide feature is only for the viewport. It is not for inside the game. Then we have this block 2. As you can see, it has different components. So this part is there. Then we have this block 3, which also has multiple components. We have this cylinder structure, which is made up of some quarter cylinder shapes. Then the playground, which consists of this ground itself and all 4 boundaries. Then we have some chamfered cubes, which is there inside this level. we have this ramp kind of structure, and we have some information about the whole map. Let's play test this level. To run this level, I can just press this green play button over here. Now you'll notice that this character has been spawned inside this level, and now we are inside this game mode. The location of the character is actually decided by the player start component. I can exit the game mode by just pressing this escape button over here. Now this is the player start component that I'm talking about. I just selected it, and now if I just move it to my extreme left, and if I press this play button, the character will be spawned at this location. Something like this. Now we can actually control this character, but before that, we need to give the mouse control to the character. Right now, the mouse is outside of the game mode. To control this character, we'll just have to press inside this viewport. And now, with the help of my mouse input, I can actually revolve around this character. I can move this character with the help of some keys. If I press W, this character will be running forward. If I press S, the character is moving backwards. And if I press A, the character will go to the left. And if I press D, the character will be moved to the right hand side. Now with the help of these keys and the mouse input, we can actually control this character inside this whole level. I can press the spacebar key to perform the jump. So we can actually jump from this platform to this platform and likewise. So notice that we have multiple animations to perform these actions. So we have this running animation, we have the jump animation. So with the help of these key inputs and the mouse input, as well as these animation with the help of some blueprints, we can actually control this character. Now notice that if I just collide with these blue cubes over here, those are getting pushed away. Similarly, this one. But what about this platform over here? If I just collide with that platform is not getting pushed away. It is because the simulate physics is not enabled for these platforms, and it is not even needed for these platforms. But the physics is actually enabled for these blue cubes over here. That's why when I'm colliding with them, it is that they are having an impact and they are getting pushed away. I can press my escape button to actually exit this game mode.